Good morning, children. Welcome back to our channel. We have been discussing the question answers of the lesson Who Did Patrick's Homework. We are at the last exercise, that is writing. This story has a lot of rhyming words as the poem does. Can you write out some parts of it like a poem so that the rhymes come at the end of separate lines? Here I have listed some rhyming words. Before going to read them, let us look at the example how it is written. Patrick never did homework. Too boring, he said. The last word is said. He played baseball and hockey and Nintendo instead. Here, said and instead both are rhyming words. Rhyming words are having the same pronunciation at the end. The same sound is repeated in the both the words. Here it is. Another paragraph taken from the lesson. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches. It is first sentence. And next one, let us add it. And a high tall hat, much like a witch's. Here the last words, breeches and witches, both are rhyming words. It is first paragraph taken. And we have another one here. And addition and subtraction and division and fraction. Here, sit down beside me, you simply must guide me, else know nothing of human history. To them, it is a mystery. Else know nothing of human history. To them, it is a mystery. History and mystery both are rhyming words. Next one, as a matter of fact, every day in every way, that little elf was a nag. The last word is nag. Patrick was working harder than ever, and was it a drag? Nag and drag both are rhyming words. And we can find one more here. He was staying up nights, had never felt so weary. He was staying up nights and never felt so weary. Was going to school with his eyes puffed and bleary. Here, weary and bleary both are rhyming words. It is taken from the 7th paragraph. These are the rhyming words we have found in the lesson. List out them in a notebook. And next one is B. Look at these sentences. Let us read them. Too boring, he said. Cleaned his room, did his chores. When we read them, we find them they are meaningful, but they don't have complete meaning. After reading that story, we may guess them. We can guess the incomplete. That is incomplete sentence. We can guess which part is skipped, right? Too boring. If it is unknown, for them it is confusing. What is too boring? We have read the story and we can say homework is too boring. Here homework is skipped. As the listener, we can understand that while narrating story, that kind of things can be done. But while writing, it cannot be done. Cleaned his room, did his chores. Here, who cleaned his room? For unknown person, it is confusing. For us, we have read the story, we can say Patrick cleaned his room, did his chores. These skipped part we can guess. And here we have another one. When we speak, we often leave out words that can easily be guessed. While speaking, we skip certain words as they can be guessed easily by the listener, right? But while writing, it cannot be done. We do not do this when we write. While writing, we have to write complete sentences. While speaking, we can use phrases, right? But they can manage to communicate with others. But while writing, it will be difficult as the reader is far away from us and as he was not in the sight, right? unless we are trying to write as we speak, as in the story. While narrating story or while listening story, uh, we can understand easily, but while writing it is difficult as the reader is not in the sight, right? Here it is how they can be used here. So if we were to write carefully, we would say too boring, right? It can be used while speaking. And cleaned his room and did his chores, that can be also used. It is used in the same, in the lesson also. But while writing we can't use that because reader will be having confusion with it. How to write that? Homework is too boring, he said. Who said this? Patrick said this. He cleaned his room and did his chores. Here, who cleaned the room? Who did clean the room? The boy Patrick. This cannot be done while writing. That means skipping of words can be done while speaking or narrating, but while writing it should not be done because as it is having confusions. Now see, read the following incomplete sentences carefully so that the reader does not have to guess what is left out. Here we have 4 incomplete sentences. Let us complete them. Why? Because if unknown person reads it who has not read the story, and even who doesn't know the story of the Patrick, the boy Patrick, he will be having confusion. So let us substitute the words more and more books. It is meaningful but doesn't give complete meaning. He brought more and more books from the library, right? Now, too difficult. Doing homework on its own for the elf felt too difficult. You can say walking on the rope is too difficult. Another one, it is apart from the lesson. Got up late and missed the bus. Got up late, missed the bus. The child got up late and missed the school bus. We can say solved the mystery. The policeman solved the mystery. The thief who has stolen the diamond was not found. It was a mystery. Mystery means something which is difficult to understand or find. That can be used like this. The policeman solved the mystery. These are the 4 sentences. We added the needed part, right? Let us go to the next one. D. It is about cartoon picture. Before going to read that, here in your textbook there is a cartoon picture. It is drawn by R.K. Laxman. What is written with the cartoon picture? We find them on newspaper, magazine, and many times we feel them, they are funny as well as they will be having a message behind them. Get on with your homework. The sums, the composition, history, geography, chemistry, physics, and stop reading the laws against child labor. Here we can find in the picture 2 persons, adults are sitting in the hall, and in the room, in another room very next to them, the child is doing reading. The child is doing its homework. What they are suggesting? Get on with your homework. Get ready to do your homework. The sums, mathematics, the composition, the languages, history, another subject, geography, that is also another subject, and chemistry, physics, and stop reading the laws against child labor. What is the message behind it? The adults, the elders, what they are doing? They are forcing, they are insisting the child to read the subject, not to read the laws against child labor. If the child comes to know the laws against child labor, it can file a case. and so it is a funny thing, not uh, serious, but the homework should not be burden for the children. They should not think it is burden. There must be fun. Look at this cartoon. Already we watched that. We observed that picture. Look at this cartoon by R.K. Lakshman. Read the sentence given below the cartoon. Discuss the following questions with your partner. We have read it. We have read those lines behind below the cartoon pictures. Let us know what is cartoon picture. What is it about? What is it about means it is about child labor. It is about homework. Do you find it funny? Yes, it is funny. If so, why? Because the elders are finding the safer side. Adults are finding the safer side, and at the same time there is a message. We should not say just it is funny. It is funny, but at the same time it has an ideology behind it, right? Do you think a cartoon is a serious drawing? Yes, it is funny as well as serious drawing. Why or why not? Why it is serious drawing? It has vision, humorous, wit. So there will be a message behind it. So we can say cartoon is a serious drawing, as well as it is funny. Next one. This is an image. I have collected two images of R.K. Lakshman. He was an Indian cartoonist. These are the few more cartoon pictures which were drawn by R.K. Lakshman. It is about child. This is also about child only, students. Of course, I too went to school. Where do you think I learned to carry? Learn to carry it like this. The child is also having heavy bag, and the labor is also having heavy bag. Here they are discussing, and it is about the weight of the school bag. This cartoon picture is about weight of the school bag. The books are heavy for the children compared to their age, and it is about today's elections, today and tomorrow. On the day of election, the candidates show special treatment, and they treat the citizens in a good manner, and every time they request to vote for them. But after the election, here you can find that the citizen is standing in the middle and the politicians are not taking care of him. That means they are busy in their own work, right? This is another one. These are the cartoon pictures we observed in this session, and whenever you find leisure time, get the newspaper, find the cartoons, read the lines below them, and try to find the message which is given in that cartoon picture. Thank you. Have a nice day.